This is the NBA on NBC. Welcome to the 2026 Western Conference Finals. Tonight, it's Game 6 as the Oklahoma City Thunder visit the San Antonio Spurs.
How about McCain keeping his dribble, getting into the paint, collapsing that defense.
Wembanyama going to look from deep. Didn't hit one in Game 5. Hits his first in Game 6.
And no hesitation, Jamal.
He has to be aggressive, Rez. Whenever he's aggressive, it sets the tone for his team.
McCain attacking Fox. He had space because Wemby was away. Comes over to get a block. Kept alive to Holmgren for three. Fight for that rebound. It'll go to the Spurs.
And it's something to pay attention to is even though J-Dub is back in the lineup, he is not starting. They do not want to disrupt the flow this young team had last game.
Wembanyama called for that right away. He got it.
Thrown up from behind the arc. And of course, roaming the defense with the block.
Wembanyama says, I don't need anything here. We'll go one-on-one. Holmgren's waiting. Wemby's turning. For two. 3 of 3. 8 points.
I like this. Cleared everyone out. Was able to see if and when the double team was coming. Nothing came. Little step.
Dort gets to the middle, shoots quick before Wembanyama gets up. Wemby's up ahead of the field. With the Thunder, good transition. Dean Dort took it away.
Dort was on the backside. It's all about possessions.
With Cornet in, double screen at the top. Thunder wanted to call on that. Vassell hits the three. Vassell. Scoops from the top. Caruso's quick hand knocked it away. Johnson.
They always catch the second, Mike.
So much clutching and grabbing inside. Harper, quick elevation. You can see how strong he is.
And you expect to see both big guys, Hartenstein and Cornet, involved in action to get great opportunities for their teams.
It's a hand. SGA tries to lob for Hartenstein. So they've answered the bell in this elimination opener. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to turn. Doesn't hit. John Bosco came before Game 4. Had a blessing for Luke Cornet on the sideline. Cornet had his best game in the series. Of course, they were invited back for 6. Wembanyama, a three!
I mean, look at the separation created there by Wemby. That's his third triple of this first quarter.
Is there another one? Fox lines it up. Air ball. Yeah, Penny saves it. 1 second difference in the clock. Wemby. Castle. Got it. Just beat the clock. Draw lined up. Shot almost lined up. Holmgren inside. Wembanyama went to get it. Not patient Wallace. Holmgren got the hand in the back and Wembanyama to take out.
But he's aggressive, Reg. They need him to be aggressive. He's one of those guys that can provide such a spark for him.
Trapped in the corner. Holmgren comes out. Wemby steps up. Payson Wallace uses the rim to finish timeout. Game, second straight game from the start. Not bashful to take the shots. His fourth. He has 5 points. As we approach the halfway mark here in quarter number 2. But the screens at the top. Sends Harper to the basket. And Dylan Harper's having a Game 6. Already a dozen points.
Harper, we've been calling for him to show up to the party attacking the basket.
Fox secures it between 2 defenders. Hassel finds Bryant out of the corner. To the basket! Carter Bryant!
And this is why Mitch Johnson and his coaching staff love the ability by Carter Bryant.
Man, I used to be able to jump like that when I was up on the 8-foot dunker.
Vassell does the same. And he barks at Holmgren. 2 minutes. Still never got back to this dunk.
Oh, man, what a finish. Here's the official.
There's the block. And James Williams, veteran official. Bryant right up to Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at his Spurs defense. SGA, shot fake. Caruso, late block. Big three.
Finest right there. Caruso, shot clock running down.
The court just came out and told Carter Bryant guarding SGA on down. Spurs really ratcheting it up. Defense and intensity. Bryant stays in front of SGA. Step back. Two.
Man, he had to work for that.
And there he goes. 7-4, running the floor. Castle. Shan. Penny. The Spurs played a good half plus. Caruso out of the timeout, off the bench. Good find of Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren on the putback. And the Thunder get back down to 8. 1-3 in the MVP voting. Straight up. As she attack. Step back. Splash and two.
And you see they went right to the basket with no Victor Wembanyama in the game.
Stephon Castle rolls it over the rim and one.
Look at this nice move. Castle gets into the paint.
You went up against Manu. You know what that was like.
Well, when I became the sixth man, he was the person I studied to try to be a guy who could provide a punch off the bench. And Champagnie provides a left-hand fillet.
Isaiah Joe. Holmgren. And finally, the run ends. Holmgren denies Wembanyama. Thunder ball, 4.5 to go. It was a lopsided first quarter, lopsided third. Wemby, the block, and a quarter, even when they were caught napping at the end, San Antonio makes the play. On their way to forcing a Game 7 of the Western Conference.
And Castle will be out there.
Castle got hit up by the mouth as he was tied up with McCain. But he was the one fouling McCain. It's a chance of the three-point.
They're going to do it. Look at the middle. Look where Harper is. He flashed too.
That's a zone breaker.
Yeah.
Actually, the one that was upgraded at the end of Game 5.
Just point to the rim. Talk about captain.
They're too young. Is it their time?
Well, there won't be another NBA team to be able to do that in 3 straight years because of the new tanking rules.
Harrison Barnes. Johnson would love to see his team keep the pedal down. Cornet! The finish.
So it was Castle to Wemby moments ago. Now it's Harper finding Cornet.
Kenrich Williams hits a three. Remembering Game 6. This is you watch this Cornet dunk. Harper back at Isaiah Joe. Barnes can't finish. Jalen Williams all alone. 23-point game.
Is that what he turned into Game 6 play?
That's what he did. And Harrison Barnes on the floor right now is on the floor. For the Warriors, Castle gets inside and extends the lead again to 25.
And a stare down there from Castle to Lou Dort. There's the move. There's the swipe across the head by Dort.
Might see a little less than half that here in Game 6. Keldon Johnson. So he was around greatness then as Curry was rising to that Hall of Fame level. He spent a couple of years with Dirk Nowitzki, Olynyk scores his. And now he's around Wemby, and he's like, how am I so gifted? All the good years he had in the league as well. But to be around 3 absolutely great players and learn from them along some of that wisdom.
I mean, think about it. When you have Harrison Barnes, his good pass right there as Olynyk gets.
And has stayed with it, has come back, and he's been in at the end of the game. So you go to the Oklahoma City practice, you watch him, he's out there, like the other guys working. It's so good to see somebody who's overcome. The Spurs have pulled it off, and there will be a 7th game.